find that you keep on getting into relationships with people that make you question yourself, people that control you, people that make you cry or feel sad, relationships where infidelity and dishonesty are the norm, or where you just simply feel unloved. Today, I want to teach you how to end that cycle and position yourself to receive lasting love. This is Wise Attraction, and I'm Bibi Babs, helping you to marry well. Before I get on with today's episode, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, you enjoy what you're watching, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to share with your network. Let's get right into it. Now, I'm going to begin by first giving you some suggestions as to why you might be attracting the wrong people into your life. Firstly, you're portraying yourself as someone that you're not. Maybe if you're one that you are on online dating apps, maybe you're portraying yourself on your online dating apps, maybe on your social media profile, the type of posts you put out there, or maybe when you meet someone in person, maybe you're just scared of revealing who you truly are. You don't know how people are going to accept you, and so because of that, you try to put up a front. So on your online dating app, you have pictures, you're dressed in a sexually appealing way because you feel like that's what's going to attract people to you. If you're a lady, you're scantily dressed, or for guys, you have tight tops, ripped jeans, your muscles, everything is showing. Or for ladies, you're heavily made up. Your photos are airbrushed. You know, in your photos, you're partying all the time, like something fun is always happening in your space constantly. And these are the type of photos, the sort of image that you portray on your social media and on your online dating profile. And so if you portray this type of image, you give people the impression that all you want is fun and sex. And it's people that want to have fun and sex that will gravitate towards you, because that's the sort of image you're portraying. Or for instance, when you meet someone in person, you're always a flirty type of person. You like to flirt, you like to use sexual innuendos, things that insinuate things, you know, you're just constantly flirting. The sort of impression someone that meets you for the first time, someone that might be interested in you, will get is that there's this sexual tension around. And so if they come close to you, they're pursuing you, it will most likely be for a physical based connection, not for something that's very tangible or something that's going to be long lasting, because that's the kind of image you're putting out there. At the same time, you also don't want to come across as too serious or too intense. If you meet someone for the first time, you don't want to be asking the person a question like, where do you see yourself in 5 years time? What's your plan for 5 years? You know, or you have a long list of likes or dislikes or demands, things you're interested in, things you're not interested in on your dating profile, or you go out with someone for the first time, and that's the kind of conversation you're having. You come off as someone that's sensitive, maybe you're easily offended, or someone that's high strung. And in as much as you don't want to come off as someone carefree, fun loving, and just there for to have fun, you also don't want to come off as someone that's too intense or too serious. So there's more to you than sexual appeal. There's more to you than a bunch of plans and demands. You want to portray your authentic self. You want to, whether it's online or in person that you meet someone, you want to show the person who you are, and you want someone that wants all of you. And if they don't want all of you, at least they should want a good chunk of you. Now, another reason why you might be attracting someone that is not for you, also, or in a situation where you go into relationships and they're short-lived, you're getting hurt, you see yourself crying, being tired, you see yourself being controlled, being manipulated, or just plain unhappy, feeling unloved. You just feel like you're a side piece and there's the proper peace somewhere else. Although even the whole idea of having of cheating and all of that is questionable, but you just always find yourself in those situations. Another reason why this might be happening is that you're settling. Maybe you're certainly for someone you don't really have feelings for, someone that treats you bad, but because they look a certain way, because they appear to be successful, because they have the swag, because they're tall, dark, and handsome, as lots of people would say, because of all of that, you tend to settle. And they're treating you bad, but because they give you this excitement, they give you this rush, you're on this emotional high, you choose to stay in that relationship and bear that kind of treatment. You could also be settling maybe because of past hurts. Maybe you've had some negative childhood experiences. Maybe you were constantly compared to others. Maybe you had a sibling that people overtly, like outrightly, just they might have as well outrightly said, oh, this person is prettier than you, or this person is more handsome than you. People made negative comments about your looks, or maybe people didn't even make any comments about your looks or your appearance at any time, that just made you feel like, is there something wrong with me? And because of that, you then begin to settle. You're like, okay, I won't get someone that I want. I won't get someone that I deserve, because I don't have the looks to attract them, because I don't have the looks to attract them, because I don't have the appearance to attract them. So let me settle for this one that has come my way. Those sort of things, those sort of negative self-talk, limiting self-beliefs can also be the reason why you keep attracting the wrong people, because you give them attention. Because even before the right person comes your way, you've already told yourself, no, this person is not going to like me, this person is not going to treat me well, this person is not going to, because I'm not good looking enough, or because I'm not good enough, because I'm not their type. And so because of that, you should change yourself and you switch your focus to people that are ideally not your type or not your spec. Yeah, so that in itself can also be the reason why you're attracting the wrong person. So what you need to do is that you need to rewrite that mental script that keeps talking you down, that keeps pulling you down, that keeps giving you a wrong impression about yourself. You need to rewrite your story in your mind for yourself, not for any other person, but primarily and firstly for yourself. Start painting a mental image of yourself that acknowledges that you are priceless, that you are valuable, that you deserve everything good. And if anyone deserves something good, you deserve that good thing. So another reason why you might be attracting someone that is just wrong for you is your priority, your spec. What is your spec? Is your spec someone that's charming, someone that's funny, someone that's successful, someone that has the swag, someone that's tall, that's exciting? If that's your swag, those type of characteristics, they are good. Don't get me wrong, they are really good. But the issue is that when you search for those types of characters, those things don't really make for a lasting relationship. The fact that someone is handsome cannot determine the lifespan of a relationship. Imagine, let's just think about your favorite star, your favorite Hollywood actor or actress, as handsome, as good looking as they are, your Hollywood crush. You will find that they've been in and out of relationships. That in itself is evidence that good looks cannot give a relationship a long lifespan. Good looks do not determine how good a relationship is or how lasting the relationship is. Good looks is something that is fleeting. People age, people get old, people change, different things happen to different people, and people transform. The person you met this year might look completely different last year. In fact, I heard a story of a lady recently I watched it on a YouTube channel, and she's a self-acclaimed minister of happiness in Nigeria, and she has just one arm. She grew up, she became an adult with two full arms, but then along the line she had some rare ailments, and as a result of that they had to amputate one of her arms. After they amputated her arm, her fiance went ahead and got married to her. They're married, they are happy. She's living her life, she's living her best life, and she's in love and she's thriving. Now, if that relationship was based on looks, that guy would have deserted her. From his actions, you can see that what he feels for her and their relationship is based on more than their looks. No one knows what can happen to anybody. If your relationship is based on simply the way another person looks, or if that forms the basis of whether or not you'll be in a relationship with them, and if that's the primary thing, I'm not saying that it's not important. It's important, but you need to know what is priority. What are the attributes that really affect the quality of the relationship you're going into, and not just attributes that affect how you and the person look. It's not about being picture perfect, but it's about being in a loving, lasting, good relationship. So if you're onto relationships that give you an emotional high, instant buzz, you're happy and all of that, it's good. But the thing is that when you base your decision on these superficial things, it sometimes prevents you from getting to know the person for who they truly are, from looking out from real attributes that can impact on the quality of the relationship and the quality of your lives together and apart. Once you go into a relationship with someone, that relationship impacts the quality of your life, even your life apart from the person. So qualities like, are they honest? Are they kind? Are they reliable? Are they teachable? Do they have integrity? Are they consistent? Are they caring? Do they treat you well? Do they respect you? Do they respect your family? Do they respect the people that you love? Those sort of qualities, those are the things that really, on the long run, have a significant impact on the relationship, on you and on your partner. So these are the things that you ideally want to look out for. If you're in a space where what is most important to you is how sexy a person looks, how charming they are, how funny they are, how successful they are, how exciting, the excitement you feel, the rush that you feel when you meet them, then you most likely will be attracting the wrong people. I mean, personally, when I met my husband, there was no spark, there was no earthquake, the sun did not jump up and down. All those things did not happen. It's not like, I wouldn't say that there was an instant spark or there was love at first sight. And I wouldn't also say that there was hate at first sight or whatever. I just saw him as a regular person. I saw him as a likable person that I could get to know, and as I got to know him better, I discovered that he had characters that I admired. He's kind, he's someone that's generous, he treats people well, he treated me very well. And I noticed that it wasn't just me he was treating well, he was treating literally everyone in his space well. I met people that everyone I met, and we had lots of mutual people and lots of people we knew in common. Everyone that I knew in common with him had a positive report about him. And they had different stories. It's not like different people are telling the same story. Everyone had their own personal positive story about him. And that is also part of the thing that got me really, that made me fall for him all the more, because I just felt like this is the sort of attribute kindness is so important in a relationship and in marriage. If you're going to get married to somebody, you want to know that they are kind, and not just kind to you, because sometimes when two people are in a relationship, especially those early days, you would want to favor that particular person. You're all about the person. You're doing things for the person. You're going out of the way. You're going the extra mile. But in that case, is new. What will tell you the person's true character is when you observe how they treat others around them, how they treat their siblings, how they treat their parents, how they treat their friends, how they treat their colleagues, the sort of stories they are telling you about the people in their space, and the sort of stories that the people in their space, in their network, are telling you about them. The report that other people have about them would also help you decide if that relationship is worth pursuing, if the person you're considering has attributes that can make for a long-lasting relationship and a long-lasting marriage relationship. The thing is that you ideally you want to be with someone that you've taken your time to get to know. Love at first sight, is it really love? Love at first spark, or that whole excitement, does it really stand the test of time? How long will that last? Because the thing is that it prevents you from getting to know the attributes that really make a good relationship. And the fourth thing I'd like to share with you that is probably the reason why you're meeting the wrong people and you're entering into wrong relationships is this one. Women, lots of women are guilty of this. It's the whole issue of trying to fix someone. You meet this guy, he's a bad guy, you know that he has a bad reputation and all of that, but you're like, oh, he will change, there's more to him that you're seeing, he's a good guy, you just can't see it yet. You have all of these excuses for the person, and you keep trying to change this person. If you're a Christian, you're saying, oh, let's go to church, let's do this, let's do that. And sometimes I feel like guys milk this thing, because you have a guy that then comes and he starts telling you, oh, I want to be better, I know that I can better. So they start giving you all these stories that keep you trying, because you feel like, okay, he has potential to be a better person, I can see the good in him, and I know that I can bring out that good in him. Don't get me wrong, there are situations, I know of stories where people have literally changed because of the people have literally changed because of the person that they met. Maybe they met this girl, and with time she influenced them, she rubbed off on them, and they changed. But what I have found the majority of the time is that it's the opposite is the case, in the sense that the lady ends up changing and becoming more like the guy, taking on more of the guy's attributes instead of actually changing that guy. Let me tell you something. You're not the Holy Spirit. You cannot change another person. I mean, people these days, there are lots of influencers. People can influence other people's attitudes. You can influence someone to do something. You can influence someone to do some right things at different points in time. But you actually cannot transform a person. You cannot change a person. The only person you can change is yourself. The only person you can make meaningful impact on is yourself. So if you find yourself in a situation where you've been with people where you're like, oh, I can or right now you're with someone where you're thinking you can change them, you can transform them, you can make them a better person, you need to know that energy, the time, the energy, everything you're investing in that other person, you will be better off investing it in yourself. Yes, you'll be better off investing that time, that energy, all of that in yourself, in your purpose, in your goals, in achieving all the things that you have set for yourself to achieve, in achieving your ambitions. That will make better use of your time, because the more you invest in yourself, as you get better, you're more likely to attract the right people into your life. So these are the four reasons that I'll say are the four main reasons why people tend to attract the wrong people into their lives. Now, what I want to leave you with, if you want to change this, so you're in a situation where you've been attracting people that don't exactly fit what you want, or the sort of person you want to end up with. Firstly, I'd really encourage you to be yourself. Be your authentic self. There's nothing, if you meet someone and you're pretending and you're putting up a front, you'd have to maintain that front. And eventually, maybe when you begin to reveal yourself to that person, the person might feel like you actually deceived them. The person might feel like you are not the person that they chose and they came after. So it's always worth putting out your true authentic self. You also want someone that accepts you for who you are and everything that you bring to the table, with your strengths and your weaknesses. Secondly, what I'd say is stop settling. um Stop the negative self-talk. Stop putting yourself down. As I said earlier, you deserve the best. You deserve to be loved unconditionally. You deserve to be treated kindly. You deserve to be cared for. You deserve to be pampered, whether you're male or you're female. You deserve the very best. So don't put yourself down. Enough of the negative self-talk. Start rewriting the mental image that you're letting in your mind, the mental image of yourself that you're allowing into your mind. You need to change the picture, rewrite it, begin to focus on only the positives. Thirdly, you need to start looking out for relationship lasting attributes that make for a lasting relationship, instead of attributes that make for dating relationships, for relationships that are just fleeting, relationships for fun, relationships for sex, relationships for the here and now. You want to start looking out for real attributes that will mean that your relationship will stand the test of time. Finally, stop trying to fix others. The only person you can fix is yourself. Focus your energies on yourself and work towards being a better version of yourself. By doing that, you attract the right person. Thank you for watching this video. Please, if you enjoyed it, do share with your friends, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button